Hello everyone and welcome to the 11th episode in the series of things you may have missed in The Witcher 3. If you haven't seen the previous 10, a link to the playlist is down in the description. In the last episode we talked about Hearts of Stone, however I decided to leave the entire heist sequence out of the video and make a new one dedicated entirely to it. So today we'll focus on the interesting details you may have missed in there. Starting off with the recruitment phase and specifically the part of the quest where you have to find Quinto. Number 1 is the fact that if you've already done the Griffin contract for the guy who keeps him imprisoned, namely Hans of Sidaris.
What do you want?
What could I want of a witcher? Some geese herding? I know of a monster that needs slaying.
And if during the contract you've found the note that reveals the whole truth about how he's trying to trick you into paying you less than what he's getting.
I took on this contract before I did. Got the reward up front. More than they're paying me. Hold up a minute. Recognize this? You accepted a contract. Reward paid up front, and higher than what you paid me.
What am I meant to do? Business is what it is, and intermediaries deserve their due.
What you're due is a punch in the face. Gold, now. Some advice before you go. Don't ever try to cheat a witcher again. Ever.
He will get extra annoyed at seeing you again and demand a higher sum of money for Quinto's release.
Whoa, I'll have no pleasure here. Witcher, keep clear of the cage, right? First you used threat to extort coin, and now you want to scheme with my prisoner. Not a chance.
I need Quinto. Alive.
And I need coin. Lots of it. Lucky thing I don't much care who pays me. You, or the bankers.
Meaning Master Hans of Sidaris' moral spine is rather bendy.
You'll be the one with the bendy spine in a minute. I said, shut your mouth. Where was I? Right. Want me to let him go? Pay up. But I've a special rate for you. You fleece me. Now it's my turn.
The game even takes this into account if you have to pay him double in case you lost the Gwent game against him.
Ha! Beat your ass good.
You should have passed, mate. You should have passed.
The price of Quinto's freedom just went up. Twofold.
Call it my loss.
Alright, moving on to number 2, which is really small and it's pretty much the opposite of 1. In case you are on the quest to free Quinto, but you decide to do the contract first, you'll get a small extra dialogue option to ask him about the guy in the cage.
Well, what do you want?
What could I want of a witcher? Some geese herding? I know of a monster that needs slaying.
Dope in the cage. Who's he?
Why? Look like a monster to you? No? Then he's not your ploughing concern.
Moving on to number 3 and to Casimir's recruitment. The first detail that may have escaped you here is that of the possible 3 associates for the heist, he is the only one whom you cannot recruit at a later stage. In the cases of Evaline and Quinto, you can simply tell them to wait a bit after you're done with the quest and talk to them later.
Now, do tell. What's it you need me for?
Tell you later. Got someone else I need to talk to.
I get that. When the time's ripe, look for me at the Academy Gate, come nightfall. Farewell.
Oh, back so soon? Well, will we do it?
I'll let you know.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
Do that with Casimir though, and this happens.
I'll let you know.
What? I was a minge here from taking my life. Now you give me the patter of a wench from personnel at manufactory. Didn't he call on us? We'll call on you. You pure mad dafty. Now talk, and didn't you swipe me? Are you giving me the job or not?
Know what? Changed my mind. Think we'll both be better off.
I'm no use to a witcher either. Ah! Shite luck, that. Shite life.
Okay, number 4 is once again about him, and it's the rather short and funny scene of him smacking you with his torch if you provoke him and then lose the fight.
Take that and that, you bugger! For Euphemia! For the winds! For the canopy!
Stop it! Stop it! Don't make me hurt you!
Sorry. I was consumed. Pent up. You can. Feel better now. Laid my fist to a punching bag. Cooled off.
And number 5 is brought to you by a viewer of mine by this name. It's something awesome that I had no idea about, and that is the fact that you can actually kill Casimir before ever talking to him, by either shooting your crossbow or throwing a bomb on his roof.
Bad idea.
Run away!
Bad idea.
And as you may have guessed, number 6 involves the recruiting of Evaline. This detail doesn't actually take place during the quest itself, but rather after the end of the whole DLC. However, it's on the exact same location. Remember the podium on which you shoot your crossbow?
Aim for the apple. The apple. He hit me! The bastard hit me!
Brilliant!
Well, right under the stairs that lead to it, a box will appear after you're done with Hearts of Stone, containing a schematic that allows you to join together the professor's glasses, which you get from the auction, and the ass ears, also known as donkey ears, to appease the YouTube algorithm. So the result is called a concealment kit, and apparently, quote, lets you blend into a crowd. My trials didn't seem to show that it has any effect at all, but I've yet to test it extensively. Now for number 7, we move on to the planning of the heist. In my Hearts of Stone details video, I mentioned that Triss Merigold was at some point considered to be one of the potential partners in crime, but here I'll point something else, and that's the fact that Evaline has a unique line for Geralt if he comes to the meeting already wearing a mask.
What if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
What about masks? Got a rather recognisable mug myself.
Geralt, I see, has come prepared,
Think it's a fetish of sorts.
and I will bring masks for the rest.
Time for number 8. We're getting into the actual heist now. I'm not sure how rare of a detail this is, but let me mention it. Having Quinto in your group is the only way to succeed in the hostage negotiation, which allows you to buy yourself some time without fighting the guards.
So tell me a joke. Any joke. So long as it's funny.
Excuse me? This is no...
Got a tip for you. No charge. Every tip after this will cost you, in the blood of an innocent. When talking to someone who's holding hostages, never use the words no, not, but, or maybe. Understand, Reginald?
My name's not Reg.
You're not supposed to say not!
Huh, see that? This one gets the idea. And if I want to call you Reginald, I'll call you Reginald. Clear?
Yes. Clear.
Excellent. So let me hear the joke, Reginald. And believe me, you better hope it makes me laugh.
A little elfin runs up to his mother, calling poop poop. She says, "It's over there, love. Cut yourself a slice."
You a racist, Reginald?
No, not at all. I just...
Don't say no!
Yes, I'm a racist. I bloody hate elves. Dwarves too.
Time he took a gander downstairs. Vault's open.
Give you another chance, Reginald. You got 10 minutes to think of a better joke. Don't fuck this up. Goodwill gesture now. Letting one hostage go, then another hostage for every joke you tell me. Deal?
Deal. 10 minutes.
The problem with Casimir here is that when he blows up the vault, the windows always break and you're always forced to fight.
Damn it, explosion triggered that fight. Could have done without both.
Sadly, Evaline doesn't wish to stay with you even if you succeed.
Good work.
Sorry, boys. You'll have to go on without me. I didn't sign on for this turn of events.
Just one way out of here. Through the vault.
There's a second. The chimney. Believe I'll squeeze through.
Doubt you can, Witcher. You've no choice, I'm afraid. Let's go. Downstairs.
Now things are not all bad with Casimir though, because unlike Quinto, he is the only companion with whom, in the end of the quest, you can in fact part on good terms.
Take care, Casimir. Here's hoping Euphemia sees the light, comes back.
Oh, plough our moods and ires. With the gold I've got, love just ain't nothing I need.
In that case, you and your coin purse live happily ever after.
In number 9, I want to talk about what happens to Quinto and Casimir if they haven't been recruited. So, following the heist, if you visit the location when Quinto was imprisoned, in the mercenary camp, you'll see that his cage is broken. So it seems that he did indeed find an opportune moment to escape by himself. And unsurprisingly, Casimir seems to have indeed blown himself up, judging by the look of his house. And finally, for number 10, we have the fate of the auction house itself if both brothers ended up dying during the quest. Well, sometime later, if you go past it, it turns out that it has become Vivaldi's bank.
Vivaldi? Little weasel. Must have been a bargain he couldn't pass up.
Everyone to me! To me!
I guess he did really have the last laugh. Also, I swear I've heard some people bantering about how they found both brothers dead, but for some reason I couldn't find it now when I was recording this video, so apologies. Now, in the previous episode of the series, I did not give you any bonus details like I used to, so now I'm gonna remedy that, and I'm gonna give you 2 quick ones before I let you go. But first, if you don't mind, let me shamelessly ask you to give this video a like if you've enjoyed it so far, and perhaps subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go into the bonus ones. There are 2. The first one is the 4 small banters you can get, 2 between Evaline and Casimir and 2 between Evaline and Quinto. The first batch happens when you gather together to discuss the heist.
And mighty miss be midst the unattached. I am, though only for a wee spell now.
Is that so? Impossible. Only a fool would loosen their hold on a mate like you.
Ah, at last, we're all here.
And Countess Yvonne of Lanexeter's necklace. Your handiwork, wasn't it?
It was. I scaled a gutter, entered her bedchamber.
Ha! I knew it, I knew it.
Ah, at last, we're all here. Time to begin.
And the second one, which is actually far more rare, happens only if you decide to let the hostages go as soon as you can.
I'm going. Up the chimney and out. It's grown too hot, pure and simple. Best of luck, gentlemen.
Drink to our health. Once you're far away.
I'm going. Up the chimney and out. It's grown too hot, pure and simple. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I'd gladly go with you, miss, but I'm afeard I'm a wee bit too bulky. 'Twas a pleasure.
And the second detail is, did you know that you can actually choose not to shoot the crossbow but instead pay Evaline? Well, in that case, you will actually be forced to pay her more, in fact 50% more, in case you decided to let her friend remain in the conversation.
Maybe I could just give you the coin for the refund. It'd be quicker. How much would that be?
Let's see. Round about 400 crowns, I believe.
More, I think. I put it at 600 at the least.
What? But I checked this morning and... Ah. Indeed. Merrin's right. 600 crowns.
Steep.
If you wanted to speak in private though, you won't have to pay that much.
Round about 400 crowns, I believe.
Fine, I'll pay.
Ho ho! You must really need my help.
Admit that freely. First off, though, I hate making a fool of myself in front of the rabble.
So what now? Might we prepare for the other show?
Alright, and with that, we are done. There are actually a couple of other details related to the heist, but I've already talked about them in the Hearts of Stone video, so I'll try not to repeat myself this time. If you've missed it, go watch it now. And yeah, I think that was it. Thank you very much for watching, especially if you've made it this far. Special thanks to my supporters on Patreon and YouTube members for helping make all of this possible, and ultimately, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of everything I've said down in the comments, and if there is anything I forgot to mention, don't hesitate to share it as well. And as always, until the next video, stay tuned and be good.